Hello, everyone. I hope you had a really good weekend. I'm Ben, and today I'm gonna work on my indie classic hack and slash game. I'm finally at the point where I can start to work on the map, the level of my vertical slice for my university submission. And there are so many things to do on that level. If you followed me so far on this journey, then you would know what's my project is and why I'm working on this game. But to recap everything, I'm a game design and production student, currently in my final year. I study game design and production at Alberta University in Scotland. And in the last year, we've been tasked to do a project, a year-long project. That project can be a lot of things. Mostly, people tend to pick what they are good at, or if they want some challenging tasks, then they try to find something that interests them, but they are not as good in that particular area, so they can do research because it's a research-based project. So as an honors project, it's called an honors project. You can see things like a character from an artist, an animation, landscape, environment, interesting level design, geometry, things that moves the industry forward. We do our research, we have a thesis, and then by doing the project, by doing the research of it, we either settle on a positive or a negative outcome. It doesn't matter if our initial, idea doesn't materialize because it's part of the research. And for me, it was always been a game that I wanted to develop. I just didn't know what and how. And first, I wanted to do something in C++ because I'm more of a technical designer than anything else. A technical designer is basically the bridge between a game designer and a programmer. So what I'm capable of doing is coming to an engine, basically sketch up an idea for a gameplay, for narrative, for story, for stuff like that. And then I can actually implement, at least on a prototype level, my ideas. So I can code, I can work with an engine, and I can design. And me being in the middle between programmers and designers, pure designers and pure programmers, it's a really good role. I found myself in here all of a sudden because I can efficiently communicate with a designer because I have the knowledge about game design theories, or the principles that could make a game a commercial success. But I can also talk with programmers because I understand their languages as well. So I'm in a unique position because of that. And I wanted to do some technical stuff, and that's why C++ was my first choice. But then I realized, because my C++ knowledge is not not the best, let's say. I have a basic understanding of the programming language. I quickly realized that my project would be really simple, and I wanted something more this time. I've been working on vertical slices. A vertical slice basically a thing that you can take to a publisher and pitch it. And then later on, you can make it into a full game. But this time, I wanted to do a full game. Something that has beginning, has a middle section, an ending, it has story, it has art, it has, everything that a game needs. So I decided to scope it down, scope it back from C++, because with C++ I wouldn't be able to do all the things I wanted to. At least not in the time frame I had for this project. So yeah, no C++, but Unreal Blueprints. I'm really comfortable with Unreal Blueprints and C# for Unity engine as well. But because of my project, I didn't want to use Unity engine. Unity engine is good, and in general, when you work on a game, you really want to pick an engine that suits your needs. And my game is a 3D game with an emphasis on the visuals. So because of that, it was almost a natural, choice of the Unreal Engine. And then what the game about? Second question. I know because of the visuals, I need to use Unreal Engine. I know that. Hello, nickname. I know that I'm comfortable working with blueprints. So at that point in the time, about October time, I think, end of September, beginning of October, I was starting to think about the game itself, and I could have gone really far with my idea, and that's when I settled with a hack and slash. It's still a simple mechanic. Hack and slash mostly have simple mechanics if we are not regarding the combo system and the style system from Japanese counterpart of them. And yeah, I settled with Devil May Cry. I really liked the series. I really liked the story of it, everything. So it started, to form that I want to work something like a Devil May Cry game in Unreal Engine with 2D graphics, but with 3D environment, which came from Octopath Traveler. And exactly that's the part of my project where it becomes technical. The hack and slash part is design. It's more about the design of things, because I want to resemble to a game from the 90s. And basically this is my research. How can I make something from the 90s, which is kind of a remaster or remake, basically reimagining a game from that period of time, but it's still fresh. It's still, okay to play nowadays. That's my research part. And the technical part of my project is actually implementing the visual in a way I want to, having a 2D sprite against a 3D background. And so far, I was working on, in these streams at least, on the narrative part and just, establishing the story for the game, because prior to these streams in the last year, from October to December, I was working on the mechanics. So the mechanics, I can actually show you. I had a map for that. I call it debug map. And basically, I implemented every single mechanic that I wanted to use in my game in here. The different type of enemies that you can see here, mini enemies, really cocky, disappearing, vanishing enemy, a ranged type of enemy that just shoots fireball at you, and a big guy who is just a pain in the arse if you're not careful. And these three thingy here, basically this is one mechanic where the camera looks down, I can quickly showcase it to you. And I forgot my headset. There we go. There won't be any echoing here. So those green thingy basically just locks down the camera. As you can see, the camera doesn't follow you anymore. It spawns enemies just like an old game would do. You need to kill the enemies. I only have one on this particular level for testing purposes. And it spawns a giant red orb, which is the currency of the game. And when you pick it up, everything becomes normal. Camera follows you, and you can actually leave the area. As you can see, I can go back to here. And that's it. That's all the mechanics, apart from the the power-up system, where you buy new skills that you can use, like double jump dash, a 2-combo attack, and a different type of bullet for your gun, because you also have a gun, just like in Devil May Cry, right? It's not a secret. The game is based on Devil May Cry. The game is the reimagination of Devil May Cry, the first Devil May Cry, in that kind of set. 2D characters, 3D environment. And so far, yeah, it's fine. I changed the skill menu, so it works differently now. That's why I have this error in the debug map. So far, I was working on, you know, the first 3 levels, if you like to think about them, but those more like just environments that allows you to get engaged with the story. And actually, I'm gonna go and just play the game through where we are at this point in the time of progress with this game. This map is huge, and that's why I call this stream like a tedious level design task, and we're getting there, and I'm gonna explain what I'm gonna do in the next 2-3 hours, because that's the maximum amount of time I can bear with this task. So that's why it's part 1. It probably will have part 2 and part 3 as well, but I want to get it done before March hit, for reasons. But first, let's go through the game as it is now. You can just play the game as it is, hit new game, stuff like that, but I actually implemented like this secret level selecting, you know, something, you know, in those old games you could actually use a cheat code, like if you had a controller, you hit some button combinations and then a cheat activated, and I really like that, and I really miss this from games like today's. So I think I'm going to use this as an Easter egg, like I'm gonna tie it to a cheat code. Right now it's just a home button on the main menu, and you all of a sudden you end up here, and you can select any of the maps, and they actually work as well. Like you can just pick the third one, and your progression is starting from there. So they work flawlessly, and this is just a simple, you know, design and just some characters here who observing, you know, it's just an Easter egg, like fun thing. But if we just go through now, let's see where we are and if it works as I intended, because in the past couple of days I actually haven't checked. So enjoy, this is gonna be 5 minutes long. I rarely say that to my own work because I'm so critical. Um, in my entire life, I never really felt that when I was doing a thing or finished something, that I actually, reached an achievement or had a sort of sense of um, accomplishing something. That's the word I was looking for. But so far, and it's surprisingly for me as well, I really like what I'm working on, and I actually started to believe um, a huge part in that is because of you guys. All these support I'm getting on these streams, the subscriptions, um, the the kind words of my work and how I'm work and what I am actually. I'm actually because of that I'm actually starting to believe that the game I'm working on right now can be something. It actually can be something more than a vertical slice, something more than a university project, and that's why I'm so keen to whenever I have the time, and I know I should stream more regularly, like set days and saying that okay, today I'm gonna stream Tuesday, Wednesday. I try that, but sometimes life just happens, and I have work to do on that day because it came off, something like that. uh I actually need to be better scheduling streams. Regardless, I genuinely think that I'm going somewhere with this project, and it's a good feeling. So thank you. It's because of you guys. Let me just check. Yeah, can't move, can't do anything. Okay. Okay, now something will happen here. Loading screen, white screen. I just actually need to check how it looks. Black, white. Yes, yes, that's how I intended to look like. Cool. Okay. It moved a bit. Okay. Something's not right there. Let's see what happened. The camera shouldn't be that far off. Interesting. Oh, it feels like I actually have an X. This is interesting. I have to check this out. Okay. Never mind. Can't do anything. Cool. I actually need to check this one out. If I eject it, I can check the camera details. Wow, it has an X dead zone value of 215. Sure, don't know why it has, but I'm gonna check So here, this is like a tutorial part, by the way. When you buy your skill from the statue, that first one, the double jump, that's the only amount of currency red orb you have on this map. So you can only buy the double jump. The doors come up and you can progress to the next level. But if you want to, like, if you're sure, press. And there's a reason why I designed that way. You can actually just, try to explore the area if you want to, and you don't have to go a whole lot further away from the door. You will see this, and the only way to reach it, so I'm just trying to do it, simple jump. You can come up here, but then even from that spot you can't jump up. Same with the bench. Even if you're standing on the top with a single jump, you can't do it. But with the double jump, though, you can reach it now. It's not necessary. Like, I reckon that most players are going to miss this. It's just an addition for those who actually want to explore things. And then you come here, you press X, it loads, and I reckon it's not quite a lot. And we are here. And that's the map I'm gonna work on today. Looks fine, looks good. But as you can see, the FPS is kind of tanking a bit. So I need to change that. And that's the tedious part of the things, because if I open up this map and try not to forget that I actually have a bug like that on the third level. So if you see this is like a huge map, and it won't look like that. I'm gonna change the time of day. I'm gonna change probably the sky as well, and maybe even the weather. I'm not quite sure about the weather because I want to include a level later on that has a stormy weather. So raining, thunderbolts and all those sound effects. I really want one level like that, but I'm not sure it's gonna be this one. I really need to work on the mechanics now. But as you can see, the character starts from here, as we saw it just now, and it just moves that way. And yes, later on, she will be able to come further that way on the y-axis, but never back here. And that's why it has, this map right now has 6,000, yeah, that's about right, 6,000 actors on here. And I actually don't need that part. Like, this whole thing here, it's useless for me. You will never see it in the game. You will never interact with them either. So why should I have them? And that's the tedious part of this stream and the next couple of streams. I'm gonna remove all these actors, and I hope that will help. It should help with the performance as well. So that's where we are. Let's go back just for a sec to this No Man's Land map and the previous one as well, the office map, because Big Z, that zone is 0. Why did it change that way? Ah, ha, ha. For some odd reasons, I'm not connecting at all. Why? When did I remove the connection between the two? This is, yeah, this is the original from the office map, the original camera setup. And it never changes because I don't have the connection, so that's cool. That's good. Now my question is the walk speed, actually, because red orb, that's fine. It does this, has a 1 second delay, so it changes. All right, let's go back and see what happens. And that's the good thing about the level select map, if you'd like to call it. I don't have to play the game all over again. I can just go to the map I actually want to be on. Test out. Okay. Can't move, can't jump. So this works. Excuse me. That was my controller. Still can't move. But now I can. Perfect. If I do this, I also have kind of oh, okay, I don't have any problem in this level. Just on the debug one. Yeah, can't move. But now I can and do the double jump. Okay, problem solved. So yeah, this is what I'm going to do today. It's not as interesting, I reckon, as my other stuff. But why do we have a level? Oh, never mind. Ah, look at that. So I'm only streaming that part and not the back mountains. Is that right? Let me see. I think it's okay if I'm not streaming everything from the background because I won't need everything either. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. It's gonna be blurred anyway, so I can leave it like that. Okay, so now let's start from this part of the map. Um, oh my days, my days. And I'm pretty sure this is not. All right. Okay. At least somewhat in order. So not sure about that one yet, but I'm going to delete all of these. Thank you. Yeah. Don't need that one either. good. Don't need this. Let's see what we got here. So yeah, these couple streams, just me deleting part of the map and hoping in the best to actually get some performance out of it. I should get some, because I'm removing a lot. I'm actually removing a lot of stuff here. And I'm pretty sure that I won't need all of these, because I never really want to come that part at all. Just up here. So I can delete them. And all the buildings as well. Like, I just need this front so it can actually use some shadows and cost some shadows. Oh, this is a hard word. Okay. Yeah, I can delete all these here, all of them. Okay, let's select like that. Select object. Can't I just somehow rectangle it? I'm actually gonna check this, if I can do that. Track selection rectangle. Control Alt right mouse. Uh-huh. Okay. So I can do this. That's handy. But I don't want to select. Yeah. I'm better off with that tool. That's an interesting landscape. Never mind. And this is actually the easier part. The other one is gonna be the one where I go with my character and try to just determine what I need in the foreground. And what I mean by that, when I have the character here moving, you will see that some of these objects are in picture in front, and I want to keep some of them but not all of them. Definitely not the trees, by the way. And I'm actually gonna put the FPS on. It's 30 FPS because I actually let's do up until this. Okay, so we need to keep that. Alright, I am going to keep some of them. But not the decals. We don't need the decals. Don't need that decal either, but that one. Yeah. So it's fair to delete all these here. Reflection capture, we don't need that. Okay. The trees are not instanced here. It's good. But this is instanced. Rocks are not instanced either. So just okay. So those, yeah, but not these. Fine. One in the back, we don't need it. At some point, might be using the instance tool as well and remove some of these trees. We don't need that many at all. We definitely don't need. Here, I can select. Okay. So yeah, this is me building the map, managing it. Crap. Okay. You know what? Select. And deselect. All right. There's a reason why I put the game in 30 FPS mode. I can deal with this later. I know it's not ideal. It's not. Well, the animations in 60 FPS looks weird to me. I can actually show it to you, how it looks. Project settings. Where is it? Frame. Default frame rate. So, no, not default frame rate. Yeah, fixed frame rate. So if I put this to 60, okay, and just open the debug map. Let's save this. For me, 60 FPS in this game, it's a lot smoother, yeah. But I actually somewhat like the choppy feel. So it really looks cool. And I think it works as well. Like, it doesn't break anything if you play it in 60. But for me, doing this actually, it loses its charm, in my opinion. It's much more responsive for sure, more fluid. So the best thing, oh crap, that's fine. Yeah, there is a bug with with the animation. The thing I need to do about it is to update how's it called, PaperZD plugin, the PaperZD plugin. I don't want to update it up until the point where I'm really comfortable that the game is finished fine, and then I can update it and see if it works, the updated version of the plugin, because it might break my entire project. I started off with another version of it, and because it's a plugin, if I update once, I can't go back to the previous. But I know that bug. It happens. It's fine. The code is actually here. I know what's going on. It's in the default. That's basically the parent of every character in this game, and it's here. This is the error. That's what the error. That's the thing that causes the error. There is no workaround of it as of yet. I mean, I can't do anything to prevent the crash. It's basically when you hit each other's, so your character goes to a stun state and the NPC goes to a stun state as well. But the NPC is in an attacking stage, you are in an attacking stage stance as well, and this is just overloads the engine at that point. So that's why. But yeah, about the 60 FPS, 60-30 FPS debate, I think I'm going to implement a choice, basically. So in the options, you will be able to pick your preference. I prefer 30 even though it's more choppier, even though it's more, not as responsive as it could be, I still feel like for this particular project and game, 30 FPS is the thing I want to use. But why not implement 60, at least the choice of 60, if someone can't bear 30 for this particular game, or in general. I know 120, 144, it's really popular nowadays, and it's actually achievable as well. Though there's a problem with anything over 60 just now, I think. I actually need to check, but I believe the animations are 60 based. So animations could broke though if I go over 60. I'm not sure. I actually need to check the animation part of it. It wasn't really a priority for me up until, I don't know, finishing the game basically. But I'm definitely going to check and see if it works, if the animations are working in 120, 144. I'm just not sure at this point. 3. Okay. So I can check at the back how many big trees we have. None. Good. Oh, we have some there. I leave some, but then I'm gonna delete from here. These trees are somehow really, really heavy on performance. Really heavy. But as you can see, I've already changed these. Like, look how they look. Look, even the trees as well. Well, it's not as bad, but you can definitely see they are lower quality. Okay, so we are here. Go back here. Yeah, these trees can stay. Perfect. The road can stay. I don't think we need this lamp. Actually, leave the lamp there and just do building line first, just to be sure. So this is nope, but this, yeah. See how I did at the back. Yeah, everything behind the building. Perfect. Let's hope I stay with the direction of things going into. I probably stay like that. Well, now I started that I must stay that direction. So it's granted that this map is from a perspective. If it's looking for this, then from this end to the other, not the other way around. So we delete that one, and this is an entire, yeah. Okay. So can have this deleted as well. We have a lot of reflections as well, so that will help with the FPS as well, I think. I really need to do this. Like, I need to delete a lot of stuff. First of all, no one will see this. So why should I waste resources when you're never gonna see that part of the map ever? Why I, just be like, oh, it doesn't matter. It looks cool. No, it hits the performance. I don't need them. So no, no. Okay, cool. Let's see how it looks. This side. I can start with the buildings now. Yeah, I can definitely start with the buildings. Let's hit save. And even at the back, I'm gonna delete some of the trees here as well. Probably. But first, let's start with the building parts. And I'm actually curious how it looks. If I don't have a roof like that. Uh-huh. Okay. But it not distracting, isn't it? Let's save it. Home. So I can't see those buildings. At all. So that's fine. I'm gonna change that. And this is just the shadow of the trees. And those trees are won't be here. So I am fine to just delete my stuff here. Collapse. Let's do this. I think it's okay. Let me try to select it. Oops. Okay. Take this off from it. Okay, just delete. Good. Good. All right. Let's go in here. I probably gonna do that part, the back, that entire block. And then in the next stream, try to select Actually going to need that wall. My question, do I need these buildings, like, at all? I'm gonna keep the front. I'm going to keep the front, yeah. Yeah, just the front. So let's try to select like that. Not that one. Not that one. Keep that too. But the rest can go. Okay. That stays. Those are staying as well. Might have a better view like that. Actually, no. Also, there is like how to check if maybe Unreal. Uh, artist. Where is it? No. Auto. Detail lighting on reflection. Ah, that is the one. Yes. So shader complexity is the landscape. Okay. Shader quads. Mesh UV. Yeah, like I said. Yep. Like I said. This is the thing. That's what I was looking for. You see, all these trees are in red. That means those UVs are so complex that causes the actual performance drop. We can check the materials as well. It's fine. Okay. Undefined. Okay, perfect. So yeah, trees, as I suspected. So basically, deleting these trees will help a lot. And I don't like this unlit mode because I can't see shit. Which is a paradox, but okay, keep that. Yeah. Yo, what are you? Okay. Oops. Landscape again. Save the map. Okay. Oops. No. That stays. That stays. Yeah, but the shadows like this, it's really. Yeah, I guess I'm going to delete all these buildings here. Yeah. They're just check what else we have here. Okay. Yeah, it won't contribute to the shadows, so I just delete everything. So that's fine. We had like a green building, I think, somewhere, as far as I remember. So the background, we have this building B. Mate, I guess it has a lot more stuff. Yeah, yeah. What I could try to do though. Nah, I could try to find. Okay. Start from the top. No. This one. Okay. Obviously not the landscape. What is selected? That's the landscape, and this is another landscape. Strange. Yeah, let's delete. Okay. Things are some stuff that weren't selected. Yeah, that's fine. So done as well. What's that? Those stuff. Okay. This? Yeah. And these things. Okay. No way. Sure. Sure. What is selected? What else is selected? Just that. Is level stream selected? Sky sphere. I knew. Sky sphere. What about that? No. Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna select deselect that. Deselect that. And deselect the sky sphere again. Alright. Pretty mental if you ask me, like singular. Stones. Right? Yeah, don't need that either. That can stay. And everything else. Oops. Let me just check. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Those needs to stay. By the way, talking about shadows and lightings, I wanted to design an enemy, the one that vanishes, in a different way, in a very not very different, but a different way. So I wanted it to vanish, but have the reflection in a water or in a reflective material to keep that. And unfortunately, the only way to do so is by applying ray tracing. And I do not have a ray tracing card in this PC. Also, not everyone has a ray tracing card. And hardware ray tracing is just not feasible at all. So unfortunately, I needed to change that enemy, but I really wanted that as a enemy that just disappears. I just couldn't do it without ray tracing. And there's a reason why I couldn't. So the reflection the engine uses just now, it's called screen space reflection. That means what is rendered can be reflected. And that's the thing, when you don't render a sprite or anything, it is not considered anymore into the screen reflection. And that's why I just couldn't find any kind of workaround, because that's how the technology works. It needs to be rendered. I spent way too much time to find any kind of workaround that, because I just thought that would be really, really cool to see. Okay, I even need to do this. What are you guys? But instead of having the reflections, I'm having the shadows. So it vanishes and you can still see its shadow, but not the sprite anymore. So that was my workaround of the things. Okay, 2 more blocks. 2 more blocks. I just need to follow this. So that stays, but that is not. Okay, again, let's try to select stuff like this. We have something underneath as well. Let's see. Okay. I think that's fine. Save it. $1,500 hectares were deleted so far. So we're doing pretty good. And I haven't even started that part. Like, we don't need these trees either. And it's still gonna look okay. Shadow wise. We have a lot of shadows down there, so I'm not worried. please keep the landscape, keep the other landscape. Probably we don't need both of them. Yeah. Okay, let's go in by hand now. These invisible things as well. If you don't know, by the way, this is what we call modular buildings. So, or modular, stuff. Basically, it's like Lego. So you can just take the pieces and build it up. The good thing about it is that these are using the same textures, same models, 3D models. So even if you put down a lot, it not really having as much performance cost as having like a one completed building with a really, really complex UV. The UV is basically a map for the textures. So let's say for this part, it has a UV, a map where the texture goes on it. So boring. Try to. Alright. So first this, and the one down. Let's see. Yeah, I mean it's still better to just uncheck these. But then I want to check that. There's something as well here. Okay. Yeah, I don't need the tables. I can see not all the tables were selected. So let me just take off the grounds. Let me check. I need this reflection. Looks fine-ish. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Let me try to finish at least these on this stream, so in the next one I can start to work on the objects in the foreground. It's not really in the foreground, but from a camera perspective, they are in the foreground. Oh, we got here. Cool. Oops. Let me just fly through here. Save the progression. Okay. Yeah, we don't need that one. All right. So far, deleted 2,000. I'm gonna leave this reflection as well. But then I deleted one here, haven't I? No, because that's the reflection. Okay, so we have one there, one there, one there, and we don't have any here. Oh, we have. That's the reflection. Oh, crap. I know it's a bit boring. Sorry, guys, but soon I will have something better. That one, that one. Mm-hmm. I have. I had some. Oh yeah, they are still here. Okay, okay. I want to keep these. So I was just. Oops. What was that? I think I. Yeah, I saw something here. You would think it's easier to spot something like that unleaded, but it's actually not. I'm actually going to keep the backdrop, that part of the map, because I intend to move up here and have something like a challenge. So I'm gonna build something up here. All that with time. First, I need to clean up the map. The reason why I'm flying through like this, because I might be able to spot something that shouldn't be there. Like, yeah, cool. Okay. One last part of it. Like gun. Is that a light or a reflection? That's a reflection capture. Looks fine to me. All right. One more time. So this, this, keep the reflection. Oh no, 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 no. Back, 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 back. Back, back. See? Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's start to pick this up. fine. I would love to listen to some music. The problem is streaming. Save. Try to aim for camera movement for the white part. Cool. Okay. Let's see if these have like it's invisible. Okay. Ooh, okay. Just can't see it from the other end. Interesting. Actually, put it back to lit, so I can see the shadows. Obviously, on this map, a lot of shadows are going on. So I'm gonna do some research on how to reduce the impact. But it might be enough. Right now we are at 4,000. See, 4,000 actors. We started with 6,500. So it's pretty good cutout. Yeah. Not gonna be much less. But I got rid of 2,500 actors. Which, you know, it's good. And if I get rid of these trees here, not all of them, I actually need to check and play the game and see the camera and what is actually, you know, still nice to have and what is more like an annoying obstacle in front of the camera. But that's next stream. I got enough of deleting stuff here. This is tedious, this is boring, and pretty much that's it. But I'm gonna stream tomorrow as well. I'm home. I can work on this. Can flowers. but this should work in favor of loading time, for example. What is this? Was all right. I'll stay. I see. I see. I can see stuff left over. One at the back, there, something there as well. So trash can, and I think something. Or it might be just a hole in the landscape. Fine. But yeah, because you go in here, in there, and we can delete this too. Let's go closer. Yeah, I might want to prevent the player to go off the camera. Actually, I have to do that in the other map as well. I haven't considered that. There's something in here. I do need a skybox, thank you. Let's see if I left something in the air. Doesn't look like. Okay. Oops. Yeah, we basically removed almost half of the actors from the original map. I'm quite pleased with this. Look it up. Nothing there. Right. I actually removed that one as well. Okay. Um, create. Oh no. That's just the um, this. So I can do that. Right. Done. Let's see how it feels from the character's perspective. Okay. Yeah, let's see it. So set home. So yeah, you see these kind of things I want to remove. Like this is just annoying. Um, see, but right now I'm more interested in the line of things. That's fine. Totally and utterly fine. You could in in here, excuse me. You actually go in that way and come back here later on. Cool. Yeah. Here is this part. I'm gonna leave most of the stuff here. Maybe not the tree, but the tree is actually fine. It's a whole lot further from the camera, and only one of the lamp. So there is only going to be one line of lamps here. Oh, okay. Well, if we end the level here, then it's all fine. So this is gonna be the end point of the level. Anyway, that's gonna be the end point anyway, because it's a much larger space. So sure. Let's just go back and see the and after I removed all this stuff, I can work on the post processing volume, post process volume. So it's blurred. That might help as well with performance. Okay, yeah. So the only thing that I've done wrong is this. So I'm just take that. Let's see how it works. Like this. I can tell it from there. Yeah. Yeah. So one more. And one more. Check again. Okay. So take that. One back. Take that. One back. Take that. One at the back. Cool. Save the map. And yeah, pretty much that's it I wanted to do during the stream. Next step is to remove almost all these trees from here. Not gonna need the behind. These trees are really bad. If you go to the optimization and mesh UV density, you can tell that the trees are the problem. That's why we have that kind of FPS problem. Nothing here, and obviously it was there. But I'm not worried because I don't need that many trees either. So cool. I'll be back in a sec. Just to finish up streaming. All right, I'm back. So that level is part 1 done, at least. But I'm actually going to fix up one of the maps. I realized I need to fix it up. The No Man's Land. Basically, just taking. Okay. Not wireframe. Blitz done. Because I have those. Yes. I have 2 of them. Let me just take off the high fog for a sec. I take that. Move it really close to the camera. So that's the camera there. So I can just perfect. Because I'm perfectionist. Like this. Okay. Play it. This is not edge. This is block edge. Block 1. Block 2. Block 3. If we try to play this, play the game. You came here, but you can't come back because there is a block. So can't really come off from here. Perfect. One thing I actually like to check. Still have the original map, so demo environment. If it has any music, I mean, don't even need to do that. Just so we have fountain to start. Take this off. And just check the content. Fountain, leaf, affixes, leaves, air dust. We don't have any ambient city textures, map assets. These are the actual assets. Let's try to filter to audio. Yeah, I might want ambient something. For that. But not with cars. I figure it out. I figure it out. Okay, so how quick it loads, actually. But it's much better now. And if I remove these trees, some from the back as well, this is gonna be smooth. Okay. Well, thanks. I've got enough. That's just enough for today. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow, probably in the morning around 10ish, I think, and sort it out, the trees and the objects in the front, and then I can start to work on implementing, bringing the mechanics on that map. Thanks for watching. Thank you for the support. Don't forget, you can check out the Kickstarter landing page for this project if you're interested in more support. And also, there is a Discord server set up for this game and community. So if you want to join, and we can have a chat outside of the stream as well. Take care, guys. Have a good day. I probably gonna eat something and play, and just chill for the rest of the day. I might edit one of my streams and upload a new video on YouTube. Might do that. But thanks again, and see you tomorrow.